Hello, fellow collectors. Today we're going to be talking about DC Multiverse Batgirl from the Gotham Knights game. So we see Batgirl here in her purple and yellow outfit with the red hair. She comes with a baton and a stand and a card. On the side here we see DC Multiverse Batgirl. On the bat we see Batgirl on a ledge with Gotham Knights here. And we see all the characters that came with this wave. And on the side here, we have the Gotham Knights, Batgirl. So let's go ahead and weigh her and see how much she weighs. Ding, ding, can't see. And we see that she comes in at 7.8 ounces. So let's get her out of the box and see how cool she is. Okay, now that I have her out of the box, let's go ahead and look at her card that she comes with. And we see the card has the artwork from the box. And we see that it has Batgirl Gotham Knights. On the back here, we see some words. So please pause to read those words. Alrighty, now let's throw the card aside. Look at her accessories that she comes with. Here we have her baton, nightstick / charging stun weapon. So some details in that, painted pink on the end, a little bit of details on the top. Now if we bring in her closer and turn on the lights, we can see a different kind of head sculpt for Batgirl here, a different armor than we're used to seeing. And we see here we have a little bit of paint on her gauntlets. Definitely the purple and yellow that we're used to seeing. She has a soft cape, comes all the way up to the top, around her hair. She does not have any holsters for her outfit or her batons. We see some details for the kneecaps and the boots. And that she has this part here that's covering up the ball joint for the leg, even though there's a nice big bolt coming through the sides. So let's take a look at this Peggy Carter looking head sculpt. Definitely can see the Peggy Carter in her. So we see the hair here and the bat ears coming through the hair, even though a little bit of paint on that. But it won't be noticeable unless you're looking here. Now she is looking at somebody like this, but if you turn her head fully, you can get her to look at other areas. So her head does come up a little bit and down. Not a lot because of the hair here. If you get that out of the way, you might be able to make her look up just a little bit more. But as far as arms go, no problems at all. Rotates around fully. She has a bicep swivel in the middle, so it's a little different than the normal. Is it? Yeah. There we go. Now she does have a double bend in the elbow as well as the wrist. So she can make the call if she had the old call phone from her prior mold. Now she does have an ab crunch here, which is pretty nice. The uniform is covering it up. And she can use that for a waist swivel. Now her legs come out to a full Van Damme style. There is no rotation here at the top of the thigh. But she does have a double bend in the knee as well as the ball joint I mentioned earlier. And it does allow for forward and backwards. So, how tall is this figure? Let me put her back on her stand. And the pegs are at the bottom. Her feet are at the back. So there we go. Now we'll come to see that she is just a little bit short of 7 inches, just a little bit short of 3 3 3/4. She's just a little over. Let's see. We'll give her 6 5/8. So that means she'll be just a little bit taller than Marvel Legends, but definitely shorter than a Batman, which would be fine because she is a little bit younger than the Batman. And she will definitely be on the same lines as the Warhammer Trader Guard. You can see the helmets would line up straight with her, which is nice. So, if you like the game Gotham Knights and want to pick this figure up, I have noticed a couple of sales going on, so definitely go pick them up as you would any other figure. Some people have knocked this figure because it is not the traditional Batgirl, you know, or something like that, and it comes with a baton, no batarang or things like that. But this is what was in the game, so this is what the license calls for. Nothing outside of the game, nothing in the game. So if I bring in another Batgirl from Art of the Crime, we can see how they stack up. The Art of the Crime is a little bit taller than she is. So definitely a little difference there. The Gotham Knights is a little thinner. It looks a little younger. So this would fit in with the timeline and everything like that. So, like I said before, if you're into the game, you like Batgirl, this is an alternative for you. Definitely go pick her up. Remember, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.